blending it in with my blending sponge. Oh my god, I can't talk. My name is Tina. They are actually different. The pen type's absolutely amazing. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Now today I will be doing something that I've only done once before, and that is to film a tutorial. Now I am terrified and kind of terrible at filming tutorials, so I don't do them often, but today I am filming. This is the everyday makeup look that I did while I was working at Disney in America. I did wear this makeup look pretty much every single day and I didn't get told off for it, and honestly there were people that wore a lot more makeup than I do in this video. I will say in advance, please do not quote me on this being the actual Disney look. If you know anything about the Disney look, it is kind of a set of rules how you can wear your hair and makeup. I do not believe this is exactly Disney look, but I do think that's something that actually depends on your role, your workplace, and your leaders. So I'm just letting you guys know that this was my Disney look while I was working there and not the Disney look that they claim. Alright, I guess we'll just get right into the tutorial. You can really tell that I have just woken up in this part of the video, but of course start off with a fresh base. First I am going to get my hair out of the way and I'm going to wear my sparkly mini ears, because why not? It is somewhat of a Disney video. First of all, I am going to start off with a primer. This is the Bourjois Happy Light Matte Primer. Over there I was using something that was more long lasting because it was very humid weather, but obviously something that is mattifying is going to be a plus because I did get a lot of shine throughout the work day over there. Man, I'm just one attractive human being when I'm putting on primer. Next I'll use the Nude Face Feel by PDC, which is more like a pore filling primer, so I am just putting it on the areas where my pores tend to stand out a little bit, which is generally my T-zone and then the pores on my cheeks. Next I am grabbing the Good Afternoon BB Cream by Skinfood. This was not the exact one I was using over there. I was using the Vanilla Co one, which is also another Korean brand, but they are somewhat similar in the texture and colouring. So I am spreading that all over my face and then buffing it in with a stippling brush. Now, as much as I wanted to wear something that's super long lasting and super high coverage because of the humidity, I just do not like wearing heavy makeup, and especially in the humidity I feel like I sweat and then it clogs my pores and everything, so I did tend to go for a more lighter option. So I wore this BB cream as the base, and then for concealer I did use the Hard Candy Glamoflauge, which honestly it is a little bit thick for my liking, but it was what I was using over there, so I'm just going to go with it. I'm just putting this right under my eyes and then blending it in with a slightly damp beauty blender, and I am also going to bring it down slightly to create that subtle highlight. I honestly do usually roll a little bit of the excess concealer onto my eyelids to kind of use it as a base. I don't usually use eye primer and this works fine for me. Next I am grabbing a mineral powder, and this actually isn't the Laura Mercier powder that is inside, it is actually the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Loose powder. But honestly I hate this container so much, like I don't know how to work it. The lid is stupid, the top is stupid, I just don't know. So I basically replaced that powder into the Laura Mercier one, and I'm just dusting this all over my face. Not very heavy, basically to set it and add a little bit more coverage since the BB cream is quite sheer. And honestly that's all I like to do for my base. Moving on to brows, I'm just using the Anastasia Dipbrow in dark brown. Now let's see how long it takes to grab the perfect amount of product. Still going. Still going. Oh my gosh, it really takes that long? Okay, finally got it. First I am going to just brush up the hairs and get it all even on both sides. Honestly, I am not a fan of the super drawn on defined eyebrows. Basically, I just take the natural shape of my brows, maybe define a little bit more on the outer ends and just kind of feather it on the inside to make it a little bit more natural. But that's honestly pretty much all I do. I don't like them super drawn on. I think it looks a little too much, especially for an everyday look. I might go a little bit more strong if I'm doing like a full makeover for going out or something, but this is all I do for my brows on a day-to-day basis. Guys, I meant basis. Let's move on to the eyes, and I'm taking the Essence Velvet Eyeshadow in the shade Almost Peachy. It honestly doesn't look as peachy when I put it on the lids, but I use this as an all over base up to my brows. Next I am taking the L'Oreal Colourpop eyeshadow palette in Cupa Joe, taking this lighter shade and popping it in the crease as a transition shade. I honestly loved using this matte palette because it's not that pigmented, but I find it easier to use when you're in a rush. Followed by the Colourpop eyeshadow in Amaze. I am popping this right in the middle of my lid, blending it out slightly and then blending it to the inner corner as well. Next I'm taking the H&M eyeshadow in Moondust, which I had never used H&M's eyeshadows before, but I quite liked. This is kind of like a silvery shade and I'm popping it right into the inner corner and blending it with the Amaze. Going back to the L'Oreal palette, I'm taking the second darkest shade and darkening the crease slightly. And then lastly, with the very dark shade, I am popping it right into the corner to give that definition. And honestly guys, I am so sorry about this lighting. It's not showing up anything very well at all. It just blows it all out. Obviously I need to get some sort of lighting or something else when I'm filming, but I'm going to blend this slightly on the bottom lash line as well. Followed by the Eyescream gel eyeliner in the shade Champagne Silver, and putting this right into the corner of my eyes, and that's pretty much all done for the eyeshadow. Lastly, I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Eye Booster eyeliner, which was my absolute favorite when I was in America, and drawing quite a small wing and barely even taking the eyeliner halfway to the middle of my eyes. Just trying to keep it fairly subtle. Next I am taking my Inglot blush in the shade 28. This is a really natural kind of dusky rosy blush that pretty much goes with anything, so I wore this almost every single day. And again, you can't really see it on camera, but whatever. To set that all in place to last the Florida heat, I spritzed the Urban Decay All Night Spray all over. Voila! And this was exactly how I left the house most days. Yep, that's how I left it, because most of the time, and by that I mean every single day, I would do my mascara and lips on the bus. Exactly how I did it every single morning, but I quickly curled my eyelashes and then using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, which quickly became my favorite over there, I am just working on my top lashes, getting right in there, getting every single lash. Yep, that's the moment I poked my eyeball, and that happens a lot when you actually do your mascara on the bus, funnily enough. So I'm just layering the mascara, and since I do have quite short little lashes, I do like to use the lengthening, which the telescopic is perfect for, but I would just layer and layer until I basically got to work, because what else did I have to do? Nothing. So I just kept layering on the mascara until I was happy with it. And last but not least, to complete this look was a lipstick. Now I used the Revlon Matte Balm in Sultry pretty much all first half of my program, because it's that kind of perfect shade that suits most people. It's basically my natural lip color, but a little bit deeper, just to enhance my lips a little bit. And there was just one more step I had to do before it was absolutely complete, and that was re-curl my lashes after mascara. I know a lot of people hate seeing this because they freaked out from that video where the girl pulled out all her eyelashes, but I know what I'm doing. I do this every single day, and it makes such a big difference for me to re-curl them at the very end. And guys, there you have it. That is the complete look that I wore at Disney pretty much every single day. And yes, that was all I did for my hair almost every day too. I would just leave it as it is. But this is the completed look. Once again, please do not quote me on saying this is the Disney look, because I don't think it is. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did like that video, please give a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on next time. Bye!